Broadcasting live from the Meridian Studio Broadcast Center at Centennial Sportsplex. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network, and we welcome you to our final broadcast of Phase 1 of the 2022-2023 GNASH regular season. Hendersonville-Beech against the Rutherford Rampage. With a win, the Rampage will claim the fourth and final spot in the Phase 2 round robin that begins Monday and goes until Monday the 21st. Well, there's another game going on down south in Bellevue that could greatly affect things depending upon how this game goes and how that game goes as well. Let's do our usual pregame business of going over the scores from this week, and we have one final from tonight in the books. On Monday, USNBA Nashville Christian beat Hendersonville-Beech 4-3. Pope Prep CPA GCA beat Independence 3-2. Rutherford Rampage beat the Tennessee Outlaws 6-3. Ravenwood beat Mount Juliet Green Hill Lebanon 4-2. Nolensville-Ensworth-Lipscomb handing Father Ryan their first loss of the season, a 3-2 win over the Fighting Irish. Summit Page beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 12-5 in a game that had 23 total penalties. 13 of those were against Summit, so unless some of those get reduced on appeal, Greg Sowers is going to be suspended for Summit Page's next game because they had more than 12 penalties. And Montgomery Bell beat Brentwood 5-2. And just now we have our first final of the night in the books. MBA beating Mount Juliet Green Hill Lebanon 2-0. In what was the final game in Phase 1 for Mount Juliet. So let's go over the standings with that game in the books this evening. MB 6-0 after the win over Mount Juliet tonight. Brentwood finishing Phase 1 with a 5-1-1 record. Ravenwood at 5-1. Pope Prep CPA GCA finishing up at 4-2-1. Mount Juliet Green Hill Lebanon, their final Phase 1 record 2-4-1. Franklin BGA 1-4-2. Independence 1-6. Centennial 0-6. 0-6-1. Independence and Centennial going to have to do the Phase 2 round robin. On to Tier 2. Father Ryan at 5-1. Rutherford Rampage at 4-1-1. USNBA Nashville Christian 4-2. Nolensville-Ensworth-Lipscomb 3-2-1. Summit Page, they finished up on Monday. Their final Phase 1 record 3-3-1. Hendersonville-Beech, they finished Phase 1 tonight. They are 2-4. Tennessee Outlaws, their final Phase 1 record 2-5. And Station Camp Liberty Creek at 0-5-1. Nolensville, Summit, Hendersonville, Tennessee Outlaws, and Station Camp are all going to stay in Tier 2 for the rest of the regular season and play in the Henry Hine Cup. The schedule for this evening, again, we have one game in the books. MBA beating Mount Juliet 2-0 in the first game of the night. A game that got started at 8 o'clock down in Bellevue on Rink 2. USNBA Nashville Christian taking on Nolensville. Coming up in a few minutes here on Rink B at Centennial, Hendersonville-Beech against Rutherford. And then at 8:40 over on Rink A, Father Ryan against Station Camp Liberty Creek. So let me pull up, because I published it earlier today, the scenarios for tonight's game, or the scenarios for tonight's game, or games, USN against Nolensville and Rutherford against Hendersonville. So if Rutherford win, they're going to the round robin. Or if they tie with Hendersonville, while USN either lose or tie with Nolensville, they're going to the round robin. If Rutherford lose but Nolensville win, Rutherford's still going to place in the round robin, because even though they and Nolensville would both finish Phase 1 at 4-2-1 with 9 points, Rutherford beat Nolensville last week, so Rutherford would go in on the head-to-head. Rutherford lose, but USN and Nolensville tie. Again, in that scenario, Rutherford and USN both finished 4-2-1 with 9 points. But, again, Rutherford on the head-to-head. They beat USN 8-4 back on October 17th. Now, if USN and Rutherford lose, or USN win and Rutherford lose, then USN go to the round robin, and Rutherford are stuck in Tier 2 for the rest of the regular season. Or if USN win and Rutherford and Nolensville tie, in that case, USN's final Phase 1 record would be 5-2 with 10 points, while Rutherford's final record from Phase 2 would be 4-1-2 with 10 points, but USN would have more wins than Rutherford in that case, thus they would be put in the round robin and not Rutherford. By the way, if you're wondering why Father Ryan are safe, it's because if Father Ryan were to lose tonight to Station Camp, which is not likely, they would finish the regular season or Phase 1 of the regular season at 5-2. If USN were to beat Nolensville, they would also finish 5-2, but Father Ryan beat USN 2 weeks ago tonight. So again, head-to-head. That's how Father Ryan have already gotten over the line. All right, let's talk about the two teams playing tonight's game. First up, Hendersonville-Beech, coached by Carson Corley. This is their Phase 1 finale. Again, they're going to have to stay in this tier for the rest of the season and play in the Hine Cup. Open the season October 12th with a 5-1 loss over Father Ryan. Then October 17th, they beat the Outlaws 6-4. Beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 7-1 on October 19th. They haven't won a game since. Lost 9-5 to Nolensville on October 24th. Halloween night, they lost 7-0 to Summit Page, and then back on Monday, a 4-3 loss to USNBA Nashville Christian. Their player stats coming into tonight: Connor Smith, the team's leading scorer, 12 points from 4 goals and 8 assists. Colin Smith, 9 points from 6 goals and 3 assists. Merrick Mott, 8 points from 4 goals and 4 assists. Cole Ulrich, 3 points from 2 goals and an assist. Justin Schaefer, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Gavin Metter, 3 points from assists. Gideon Drobnik, Noah Collier, and Ben Landsberg, each with 2 points from a goal and an assist. Caden Smith, 2 points from assists. Gage Salaby and Patrick Sullivan, each with a point from a goal. And Jared Sheridan, Ryan Moskov, and Ryan Steno, each with a point from an assist. On to goalie play, Jackson Broderick has played in 4 games. His record 1-3. He's played just over 167 minutes. Goals against average of 4.77. No shutouts. He's allowed 19 goals on 95 shots and turned away the other 76. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .800. And Tree Garrison has played in 2 games. His record 1-1. He's played the full 84 minutes. Goals against average of 5.5. No shutouts. He's allowed 11 goals on 40 shots and turned away the other 29. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .730. On to Rutherford, coached by Mike Jones, 4-1-1. Opened the season with a 12-3 win over Station Camp Liberty Creek on October 12th. Then on October 17th, they beat USNBA Nashville Christian 8-4. October 19th, a 5-2 loss to Father Ryan. October 24th, a 3-3 tie with Summit Page. And then their last 2 games have been wins. October 31st, they beat Nolensville-Lipscomb 8-4, and then on Monday night, they beat the Outlaws 6-3. Their player stats so far coming into tonight: Eddie Mays is the team's leading scorer. He has 13 points from 6 goals and 7 assists. Justin Dickinson has 10 points from 6 goals and 4 assists. Josh Wolf has 7 points from 3 goals and 4 assists. Ethan Fredericks has 13 points from 6 goals and 7 assists. Patrick Schuff with 7 points from 4 goals and 3 assists. Cam Hawkins with, where is he? Where is Cam? Cam, is he not on the sheet I don't have? Oh, here he is. 7 points from a goal and 6 assists. Tommy Landwehr has 9 points from 4 goals and 5 assists. Dylan Welch has 5 points from 4 goals and an assist. And I'm going to have to finish those stats later because we're ready to go here. Hunter Kitchens, back from injury, in goal for Rutherford. And I'm not sure who's in net for Hendersonville just yet because they're on the other end of the rink. For this first period, Hendersonville will carry the puck towards me. Rutherford will carry it away from me. And the game is underway with the puck in the Rutherford zone. Connor Smith below the left circle. Now chasing the puck to the left wing boards. Backhanding it down low deep for Colin Smith. Puck now over on the far side. And now the puck going up ice. Josh Wolf carrying it into the Hendersonville zone, having it taken away by Gavin Metter. Now Justin Dickinson keeping it inside the zone, but it's taken back and carried out by Metter. He's on the right wing side of the Rutherford zone, and a shot turned away by Kitchens. So making his first save in quite a few weeks as Taz Takayama fires the puck to the other end of the rink. Icing was waved off almost immediately as soon as the puck left his stick. And it's in! Rutherford score! Wow! The puck was at the left-hand side of the net, and it looks like it was Cam Hawkins who put it in. And it's 1-0 Rutherford just 66 seconds in. Wow. So Cam Hawkins with a great opportunity at the left-hand side of the Hendersonville net, and he buries the puck. And that is Jackson Broderick in goal for the Commandos. As here come Rutherford again, a shot stopped and covered up. By Broderick. Kelvin McClendon has 6 points from a goal and 5 assists. Jacob Littleton with 5 points from a goal and 4 assists. As Rutherford have the puck deep inside their own zone off the draw, which was to the right of Broderick. Now it's back of the Hendersonville end. It's in the right wing corner. Jared Sheridan trying to pass it up the boards to help get it out, but it's turned back over in front, or it was put in front for Hawkins, but he couldn't get his stick on it. Now back the other way come the Commandos. Gideon Drobnik, right wing side of the Rutherford zone. Puck taken off his stick and cleared by Taz Takayama. Now Eddie Mays carrying it back into the Hendersonville zone. Left wing side, a shot, score! Eddie Mays fires the puck into the top corner on the left-hand side of the net. And 59 seconds after they took a 1-0 lead, the Rampage take a 2-0 lead. 11:55 to go in the first. They're not going to wait on the USN Nolensville result. They're going to take that round robin themselves. Hendersonville win the draw. Get the puck deep into the Rutherford zone. Here's William Haynes. Passing out to the far side. It's taken away. Ryan Muskov, a shot from the bottom of the right circle. Turned away by Hunter Kitchens. Taz Takayama. Passing ahead. William Haynes, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone, sends it past the net. Here's a rebound try that's turned away by Broderick. Odd angle rebound try from the bottom of the right circle. And the puck now sliding down the near side, back into the Rutherford zone, picked up by Haynes. William Haynes. And the puck intercepted by Colin Smith. Left wing side of the Rutherford zone, goes below the goal line. He's in the left wing corner. Tried to drop it down for Connor Smith. Smith with it. Shot hit the outside netting on the right-hand side of the net. Puck passed up to the right point. Gavin Metter taking a shot through traffic. Misses the net to the left of Kitchens. Puck held in. Nate Luke, a shot from the left circle was blocked. And it's going to be carried out by Cooper Fiesel. Fiesel sends it back into the Hendersonville zone. There's going to be a penalty against Hendersonville. Kitchens in the net for the extra attacker, but there's the whistle. And I'm not sure who went in the box for Hendersonville or what the penalty was, but Rutherford now in the power play up 2-0 with 10:29 to go in the first period. Draws to the right of Jackson Broderick. And Hendersonville tried to get it out. Here's Patrick Schuff, a shot in the left circle. He misses. Rutherford were dangerous on the power play the other night against the Outlaws. This puck is back deep in the Rutherford zone now, behind the net. Connor Smith passing it up the boards, been intercepted by Patrick Schuff. And now Justin Dickinson through center into the Hendersonville zone on the right wing side. Curls around near the top of the zone. Sends it towards the net and it misses to the left of Jackson Broderick. Now the puck behind the net. Put out in front, and it was knocked off a stick and past the net. Puck held in at the left point by Josh Wolf. His shot blocked. Tommy Landwehr tried to center. Now he's behind the net. Puts it out in front. Held in by Dickinson, and his shot from the center point turned away by Broderick. Under a minute left in the power play for Rutherford. As the shot was blocked in, here come the Commandos. Colin Smith. Centering pass. Connor Smith, the shot turned away by Kitchens. He got right to the front of the net. Puck at center, dumped back into the Rutherford zone. Now Cam Hawkins, who had the first goal of the game. Passing it to William Haynes. 30 seconds left in the power play for Rutherford. Haynes, right wing side of the Hendersonville zone, a shot. It either missed the net or Broderick got a blocker to it. Somebody got right in front of me right when it was coming towards him. Puck back in the Rutherford end. Here's Haynes. Out at center. Now Cole Ulrich for Hendersonville, dumping the puck back into the Rutherford end. It's behind the net. Pushed along by Jacob Littleton. Penalty time against Hendersonville is up. They're back at even strength. It was Ryan Muskov in the box for the Commandos. Puck carried back into the Hendersonville zone. Haynes on the right wing side, sending it towards the net. Went off the right leg pad of Broderick, and now Kelvin McClendon turning around and shooting it off the outside frame. Puck held in at the right point by Haynes, and he'll drive it back down the wall. And now the puck ends up loose, and it's carried out by Gavin Metter, brought back into the Rutherford zone. He's in the right circle. Oh, and Hunter Kitchens backed into the net and dislodged it, but a centering pass in front is put in the back of the net by Gideon Drobnik, and the goal stands. So Kitchens backed into the left-hand post and dislodged the net, but the ref wouldn't call it. And Gideon Drobnik scores to make it 2-1 Rutherford with 7:49 to go in the first. So Hendersonville win the draw. The puck taken away by Rutherford. Eddie Mays had it stripped off him right at the Hendersonville blue line. Littleton sending it back into the Hendersonville zone. Eddie Mays giving chase down the left wing side. He's got it. Here's Tommy Landwehr moving to the net. A shot missed. Missed to the right of Jackson Broderick. Now the puck coming back down the ice, back into the Rutherford zone. Picked up by Takayama. He'll sweep it around the boards. Held in just below the right point by Justin Schaefer. He tried to send it to the net with a no-look backhanded pass, but that was intercepted by Takayama, who carries it back into the Hendersonville zone. Puck on the left wing boards. Eddie Mays. Takayama, left point, drops it down deep. It's behind the net. Puck put out in front, jamming away, and Jackson Broderick's laying down on it. Keeping it a 2-1 lead or 2-1 deficit for Hendersonville with 6:29 to go in the first. I still don't know why the Hendersonville goal hasn't put up on the board. It counted. Hunter Kitchens backed into the net and dislodged it, but they counted it. Draw to Broderick's right. Now it's up on the board. Puck deep in the Rutherford zone. Rampage trying to get it out. Cole Ulrich. Pass across the ice. Connor Smith trying to pass it up top. Oh. Hey, getting a stick on it for a moment was Brendan Heasley, but he turned it back over. Puck still inside the zone and a shot in the left circle. Misses the net to the left of Kitchens. It was Colin Smith with a shot attempt. Now Ulrich passing it up to the left point. Now across to the right point. And Ryan Steno, his shot blocked in the slot. Kelvin McClendon passing it ahead to Cooper Fiesel. Actually, no, it was intercepted at center. And correction, that's Noah Collier, not Steno. Hendersonville with the puck inside their own zone now. McClendon trying to put it out in front, and it's in the crease and covered up by Broderick. 5:28 to go in the first, still 2-1, Rutherford. Draws to the left of Broderick. Draw was to the, I just said it was to the left of Broderick. One by Rutherford, a cross-ice pass intercepted. Cole Ulrich down the Rutherford slot to the net, a shot to score! Cole Ulrich intercepts a cross-ice pass attempt, carries it down the slot, fought off a back-checking attempt, and he fires it into the left-hand side of the net to tie the game at 2 with 5:19 to go in the first. So Rutherford, who jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead 2 minutes and 5 seconds into the game, have seen that evaporate into a 2-2 tie. Here come Hendersonville again. Shot from Gavin Collins. Connor Smith. I'm going to keep confusing those two for the rest of the night. Gloved and held onto by Kitchens. It was Connor Smith with the shot. Draw is going to be to Kitchens' right. Connor is wearing number 12. Colin is wearing number 21. Here's Justin Dickinson, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Puck poked off his stick by Nate Luke. Cole Ulrich moving it down the boards back into the Rutherford end. William Haynes tracking it down. Patrick Schuff. Is it taken away by Colin Smith? No, correction, Connor. I mixed him up again. Jesus. Justin Dickinson clearing it out. He brings it into the Hendersonville zone on the right wing side. With a backhander with his back to the net that goes across the front of the Hendersonville net. Somebody didn't have a stick. They've dropped it. It was Josh Wolf. Puck still inside the Hendersonville zone. Anyway, he's trying to put it in front for Dickinson, but it missed him. Mays now. Behind the net. Puck coming around to the right wing side. Sent back around by, I think, Merrick Mott. Yeah, that is Mott out there. Now a centering pass the slot intercepted by Hendersonville. Back the other way come the Commandos. And Colin Smith with the puck, stick jabbed out of his hand. Now there's Gavin Metter. Left circle, a shot blocked by Nick Hansen. Now he tries to put it in front for Merrick Mott. But that is taken away, and we get a whistle. And we have a penalty against Rutherford, it looks like. Yes, we do. Josh Wolf to the box for a slashing. So Hendersonville to the power play with 3:28 left in the first, and the game tied at 2. Draw to the left of Kitchens. One by Rutherford. Here's Tommy Landwehr going to fire. Oh, he looked like he was going to fire it to the other end of the rink, but he shot it into Justin Schaefer. And now Jacob Littleton flips it through the air and back deep into the Hendersonville end. Puck still behind the Hendersonville net. Cam Hawkins. Now Cole Ulrich at center. Into the Rutherford zone, left wing side. Puck got away from him, comes to Patrick Sullivan. He tried to put it in front for Ulrich. Now Patrick Sullivan with a soft backhander that's turned away by Kitchens. And the penalty came off the board for some reason. A shot stopped by Kitchens, and he's got it between his legs. There should be 69 seconds left. Or no, correction. 71 seconds left. 2:39 left in the first. Still 2-2. Oh, they put it on the wrong side of the board. That's why they took it off. It was on the guest side, but Hendersonville are the guests, and the penalty was against Rutherford. So they put it under the home side. But it's back up there now. Draw to the right of Kitchens. They drop the puck, and I guess Colin Smith wasn't lined up correctly. So they're doing it again. One by Rutherford, whipped around the boards and out. Jared Sheridan. Minute left of the power play for Hendersonville. Jared Sheridan. Passing ahead to Ulrich, let it go off his stick. Oh, and Merrick Mott fell down, and he's lucky he had a guy back checking because Justin Dickinson was going to take hold of that puck and go for a breakaway. Back deep for Hendersonville. I'm not sure who was back deep, but if it hadn't been for him, Dickinson would have been a breakaway. Now here's Gavin Metter, bottom of the right circle. A shot stopped and held onto by Kitchens. It was Connor Smith who was the one back deep and preventing Dickinson from a breakaway. 28 seconds left of the power play. Minute 56 to go in the first, still 2-2. Draws to the left of Kitchens. One by Hendersonville. And a one-timer from Cole Ulrich hit the back of the net. And now here is Justin Dickinson through center. Into the Hendersonville zone on the left wing side. Backhanded in front. Oh, but it jumped over the stick, I think, of Patrick Schuff. Yes, that is Schuff, and now back the other way come Hendersonville. Cole Ulrich, a shot over the net from the left circle. And back to the other end of the rink. Penalty time against Rutherford is up there back at even strength. And Hendersonville are going to end up icing the puck here from deep inside their own zone. 77 seconds left in the first, still 2-2. Draw going to be to the right of Jackson Broderick. One by Rutherford. But some pinching by Hendersonville. Sees them get possession and bring it into the Rutherford zone. Shot, oh, hit the crossbar for the right circle. Harper Deanna with a shot from the crossbar. Hit from the right circle. It was up over Kitchens and hit the bar. Now Gideon Drobnik back into the Rutherford zone on the left wing side. We're inside the final minute of the first. Lost the puck. Kelvin McClendon is going to skate it out. He'll dump it back into the Hendersonville zone. Puck held in at the left point, Jacob Littleton. Now McClendon. Puck taken away and cleared. 30 seconds left of the period. Littleton passing it up the far side. Deflected back into the Hendersonville zone by the stick of Cam Hawkins. Brendan Heasley trying to dig it loose. Puck sitting at the right point of the zone. Commandos have it again. Cole Ulrich ices it from just behind the red line. I'm not sure why he did that. And Rutherford are going to pull Kitchens for the last 2 seconds. There are 2 seconds exactly on the clock. Draw is going to be to the right of Jackson Broderick. Again, I have no idea why Ulrich didn't just step over the red line and dump it in. And a shot off the draw hit the outside frame of the net, and that is it for the first period. Rutherford jumped out to a 2-0 lead, 2 minutes and 5 seconds in, on goals by Cam Hawkins and Eddie Mays. But then Hendersonville struck back. Gideon Drobnik with a goal, and then a breakaway goal for Cole Ulrich. And so Hendersonville-Beech and Rutherford are tied at 2 after 1. Finishing up going over the Rutherford stats now, and this is through Monday's game against the Outlaws. William Haynes has 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Carson Brownlow not on the sheet tonight. No, there he is. 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Cohen Sims, 3 points from assists. Cody Jones, a point from a goal. Taz Takayama, a point from an assist. Alistair McCarroll, well, the GNASH website says he has a point from an assist, but Mike Jones says he has no points at all. And on the goalie play, Tyler Welch has played in 3 games. His record 2-0-1. He's played 126 minutes, goals against average of 3.67. No shutouts he's allowed. 11 goals on 79 shots and turned away the other 68. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .860. Hunter Kitchens has played in 2 games. His record 1-1. He's played the full 84 minutes, goals against average of 4 even. No shutouts. He's allowed 8 goals on 43 shots and turned away the other 35. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .810. And Abby Ricaldi started and won the game against the Outlaws on Monday night. Her record 1-0. She allowed 3 goals on 19 shots and turned away the other 16. Her save percentage in the regular season so far is .840. Ready to start the second period. Jackson Broderick still in goal for Hendersonville-Beech. Hunter Kitchens still in goal for Rutherford. This second period, Rutherford will carry the puck towards me. Hendersonville will carry it away from me. As Rutherford get the puck into the Hendersonville zone, but we're going to have a penalty against the Commandos. As it's touched up by Nate Luke. No, correction, Gideon Drobnik. And it's Gavin Metter going to the box for interference. So just 11 seconds into the second period. Rutherford getting a power play with a game tied at 2. 13:49 to go in the second frame. Draw is going to be to the right of Jackson Broderick. Won by Hendersonville, Noah Collier. Sending it around the boards to the far side. Colin Smith tried to knock it out. It's held in. Now Connor Smith with it, and he'll clear it. Fires it to the other end of the rink. Kitchens out to play it. He'll pass it over to Josh Wolf. Wolf carries to center. Into the Hendersonville zone on the right wing side. Around the back of the net. Comes around to the left wing. Passes out up top. Justin Dickinson, a shot. Oh, hit a stick in front and went past the net. I think it may have gone off Patrick Schuff's stick. He was looking for a tip, but he deflected it wide. Puck comes back up to the left point. Josh Wolf dropping it back down. Noah Collier whips it around the boards. Eddie Mays going to hold it in on the right wing side. An on-angle shot hit the back of the net. Now it's over on the near boards. Tommy Landwehr passing up to the left point. Josh Wolf fires it right back down. Landwehr left circle with a shot in the slot off a stick and into the air. Under a minute left in the power play for Rutherford. Puck behind the net, Patrick Schuff. Backhanding it up towards the left point. Actually, Josh Wolf moved down to receive the puck. Now drops it around to the far side. Tommy Landwehr behind the net. Put it out in front. Oh, but it goes in between Dickinson and Wolf. It goes all the way back to the other end of the ice. Dickinson tracks it down. Ahead to Eddie Mays. Puck brought back into the Hendersonville zone, but immediately cleared out under 30 seconds left in the power play for Rutherford. And a giveaway. Connor Smith with an interception. Passes over to Colin Smith. Right circle shot. Oh, he missed the net to the right of Kitchens. Big break for Rutherford there, but the puck's still in possession of Hendersonville inside the zone. Jared Shurton shot in the left point, deflected past the net. Puck out at center. Nate Luke dumps it back in. His teammates have to get back on side. Penalty time against Hendersonville is up. They're back at even strength as that Connor Smith interception ended up pretty much killing off the rest of the penalty, and a stretch pass up the far side to Justin Dickinson whistled dead because he was offside. 11:46 to go in the second, and the game is still tied at 2. Again, the only way that Rutherford can get that last round robin spot on a tie, that last phase 2 round robin spot on a tie, is if USN either lose to or tie with Nolensville. That's it. If Rutherford tie this game and USN beat Nolensville, then they'll both be tied on 10 points. However, USN's final record for phase 1 is the shot is to be turned away by Hunter Kitchens. USN's final record for phase 1 would be 5-2, while Rutherford's final record for phase 1 would be 4-1-2. So USN would go into the round robin having a better record, having more wins, 5-4. Here's Dom Harpole with a shot from the bottom of the right circle that misses the net. Ryan Steno left point. His shot blocked. Here's Dom Harpole passing it back up the far side. Gideon Drobnik, left wing, moving down. Trying to put it in front. Oh, but it's given away. Cooper Fiesel backhanding it ahead, and William Haynes into the Hendersonville zone. Sitting in front, oh, for a one-time Kelvin McClendon that was turned away by Broderick, and then the rebound shot past the net to the right of Broderick by Cam Hawkins. And now Hawkins brings it back into the left wing side. Hawkins put in front for McClendon, oh, but he couldn't find it in his skates at the left-hand side of the net. Hawkins now. Double teamed and the puck poked away. Gideon Drobnik out at center. Trying to get ahead to Merrick Mott. It's back in the Rutherford zone. Mott backhands it across the front of the net. Hendersonville are making a change. Jacob Littleton with a puck for Rutherford now. And Littleton gets it over. It's back in the Hendersonville zone. William Haynes will drop it deep. Brendan Heasley, right wing corner. Pushed off the puck. Now here's Josh Wolf behind the net. And the puck fired across the front of the net by Justin Dickinson. Still inside the zone, Nick Hansen passing it down. Put in front, Josh Wolf. Oh, and just off the stick blade of Dickinson, but not enough. And Jackson Broderick able to stop and cover. 9:48 to go in the second, and the game is still tied at 2. Colin Smith passing ahead to Connor Smith, and yes, I got it right that time. Here's Cole Ulrich, a shot, turned away, rebound, oh, out in front of the end, it's in! I'm not sure who knocked it in, but Hunter Kitchens made a fantastic save with a right leg pad, then got knocked out of position, and the puck ended up in the back of the net. It's Cole Ulrich leading the fist bump parade across the Hendersonville bench, and Hendersonville have a 3-2 lead with 9:29 to go in the second. So now Rutherford need USN to either tie or lose, as a shot from Connor Smith goes into the netting above the glass. So if this score holds and Rutherford lose, they would need USN to either tie with Nolensville or lose to them. Draw is going to be to the right of Hunter Kitchens. One by Hendersonville, and a one-timer from Gavin Metter off the right leg pad of Kitchens. Puck still behind the net. Nate Luke, left point. Puck taken away. Actually, no, he got it deep. Pass across, and Colin Smith with a one-timer turned away brilliantly by Kitchens. Now the puck trickling through center back into the Hendersonville zone. Caught up to by Nate Luke. He'll send it around the boards. Intercepted by Justin Dickinson. Oh, but he runs into Luke trying to go to the net at the right circle. Puck back in the Rutherford end. And touched up. An offside call against Hendersonville. Touched up by Connor Smith. 8:35 to go in the second. It is 3-2 Rutherford. And I'm going to have to get on the Facebook Messenger and text with Rich Mellon from USN because I got to know what's going on down there in Bellevue. Cam Hawkins puts it out in front. Oh, and it's swatted just past the net by the stick of Eddie Mays. Puck put in front. Oh, Mays couldn't get his stick on it in the slot. Cleared up ice. And it's icing against Hendersonville. Draw is to the right of Broderick. Eddie Mays. Now Noah Collier. Passing the puck around the boards to the far side, but Rutherford getting possession back, trying to put it in front for Eddie Mays, but he was pushed from behind by Ryan Muskov, leaving him unable to control the puck. Now Tommy Landwehr behind the net. Around to the right wing side. Tried to drop it back for Cam Hawkins. Now Hawkins catching up to the puck in the left wing corner. Tried the centering pass, but it went across the front of Landwehr. And a shot from Nick Hansen would have missed the net, but Broderick gloves and hangs onto it just to be safe. 7:30 to go in the second. 3-2 Hendersonville. The last 2 years, Rutherford, as Blackman, Stewart's Creek, Smyrna, have beaten Hendersonville in the Hein Cup. 2021, it was a game that knocked Hendersonville out, and then last year it was a game that put Hendersonville in the loser's bracket, where they ended up losing in the first round of the loser's bracket to USN and getting knocked out. Draw one by Hendersonville. Oh, but turned over to Rutherford. So if Hendersonville could win this game and have a result from the USN Nolensville game that goes against Rutherford, Hendersonville, by beating Rutherford and potentially keeping them out of the Phase 2 round robin to give them an opportunity to try and get into Tier 1, will be some type of sweet revenge. And a shot from Gideon Drobnik misses the net as he was shooting from the left circle. But again, we've just passed the halfway point of the game entirely. Puck is behind the net, whipped around the boards to the near side and out. And it's going to slow down as it crosses the Hendersonville blue line. Nate Luke gets to it. Sends it around. Now here is Gavin Metter, left wing side of the Rutherford zone, trying to get through traffic. Got the puck over to Drobnik. But it poked off his stick, and it's back at center. Nice diving poke check by Nate Luke to keep it away from Brendan Heasley. Puck back in the Rutherford zone. William Haynes. Try to pass ahead. And it's taken back by Rutherford. Oh, and then sent out a play by Jacob Littleton right as he was crossing the Hendersonville blue line. 6:06 to go in the second. Still 3-2 Commandos. Draw on the dot in front of the Rutherford bench. Won by Hendersonville. Here's Gavin Metter. Flipping ahead to Connor Smith at center. Smith sends it back into the Rutherford zone for Cole Ulrich, who I believe has 2 goals already. I know he has 1. It looks like he scored the go-ahead goal here in the second. I couldn't tell who it was because there was a mass of bodies around the net. Now Tommy Landwehr bringing the puck back into the, no correction, it's Patrick Shupp bringing the puck back into the Hendersonville zone. Picked up by Gavin Metter. Metter over to Colin Smith. who goes across to Ulrich, but it went off the boards and it's picked up by Rutherford. Justin Dickinson had it knocked away from him by Nate Luke. Here's Colin Smith back in the Rutherford zone on the left wing side. Passes down low. Connor Smith now back up top. Nate Luke left point with a shot that's blocked. And now here's Josh Wolf carrying it to center. Wolf into the Hendersonville zone on the left wing side. A shot, takes a deflection, still came on goal. Broderick had to turn it away, but we get a whistle. And I think the official blew the whistle by mistake. As he was kind of touched his chest. I think he was saying, my bad. I think he thought that Broderick had covered up the puck. He didn't. So the shot is to Broderick's right. 5 minutes left in the second. 3-2 Hendersonville. Won by Rutherford. Tommy Landwehr passing it out up high, and a shot towards the net. Hits some legs. Now Landwehr with it, carrying it out to the left wing boards. Puck poked away from him by Ryan Moskov, then dropped back deep. Cam Hawkins behind the net. Lost the puck. Here's Noah Collier. But he gives it away to Tommy Landwehr. Hawkins in the left wing corner, battling. Now Landwehr wants to put the puck out in front, but he was prevented for doing so. But they're going to get Noah Collier for elbowing. Noah Collier is going to go to the box for elbowing. No correction. It's going to be no, Collier's going to stay out here. Well, who went in the box for Hendersonville? I guess it was Justin Schaefer. So Rutherford back to the power play, down 3-2 with 4:29 left in the second. Draw to the left of Broderick. Won by Rutherford. A shot from Justin Dickinson to the right point was blocked in traffic. Dickinson trying to keep the puck inside the zone. And back at the other end, Hendersonville were whistled for offside. Puck in the Hendersonville zone off the draw. Noah Collier with it. Around the back of his own net. Clearing attempt, intercepted and held in by Justin Dickinson. He moves to the slot. Now he's over in the left circle. Has to go below the goal line. Noah Collier with a shoulder check. Now Patrick Schuff behind the net. Passing it out, held in at the right point by Tommy Landwehr. Passed down the right wing wall to Eddie Mays. Mays, top of the right circle. Try to put it in the slot for Landwehr. Landwehr, a shot, stopped by Broderick. And he's got it in the glove. Off his chest and rolled down into his glove. 3:39 to go in the second. Still 3-2 Hendersonville. Draws to Broderick's left. Won by Hendersonville, and Nate Luke fires the puck to the other end of the rink. No icing since Hendersonville are shorthanded. Hunter Kitchens leaves it behind the net, but, Cole Ulrich trying to put it out in front for Merrick Mott. Josh Wolf had to come in and knock it down. Under a minute left in the power play for Rutherford. Here's Justin Dickinson. Passing ahead to Patrick Schuff, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone, and he fires it through the crease. Justin Dickinson back at center. Gives it away to Gavin Metter, but then he takes it right back. He gets knocked down at the Hendersonville blue line, even though he was able to get the puck back in deep. 30 seconds left in the power play. Eddie Mays, right wing corner. Now Cam Hawkins, bottom of the right circle. Sends it towards the net and hits the outside netting. Puck held in at the right point. Jacob Littleton, a shot turned away by Broderick. Littleton again, moving along the blue line. Gets himself in some space, a shot, score! Littleton from the high slot. Had Patrick Schuff in front, but I don't think he touched it. I think it's Littleton's goal all the way. And it's a massive power play goal. Rutherford convert with just 6 seconds left. On the man advantage, and it's 3-3 with 2:34 to go in the second. So Rutherford scoring for the first time. Their last goal was 2 minutes and 5 seconds into this game. So that's their first goal in well over 20 minutes. Cooper Fiesel getting knocked down at center, still down, slow to get up. And I think we're going to have a Hendersonville penalty on the hit. Patrick Sullivan steps into the box. So we have 2:21 left here. It's a head contact penalty against Sullivan. So a 2 and a 10. Fiesel laying on his back, being looked over by the trainer and the TOA trainer and Mike Jones, the Rutherford head coach. And now he is being helped. They're helping him sit up. And now they're going to help him back to his skates and help him get off the ice. So it is a 2-minute minor, and that's pretty fortunate for Patrick Sullivan. If they wanted to, they could have given him a 5-minute major since Fiesel is leaving the game. So Rutherford returning to the power play, game tied at 3, 2:21 to go in the second. Draw to the right of Jackson Broderick. Won by Hendersonville. Puck out at center. And now here is, Connor Smith it's Nate Luke going to the front of the Rutherford net, and his backhander stopped and covered up by Hunter Kitchens. A bad breakdown there by Rutherford, giving Luke that shorthanded opportunity. Draw is going to be to the left of Kitchens. Big battle for the puck in the right wing corner. Dug loose, and now here's Eddie Mays. Now Justin Dickinson flips it ahead into the Hendersonville zone. It's in the inboards. Gavin Mitter's going to beat him to it, sweep it around, and out. Tommy Landwehr will track it back down. Here's Eddie Mays. Minute left in the power play for Rutherford. Mays, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Drops it deep. Nate Luke trying to clear, and it went off. Justin Dickinson sticking out to center. Slowed up enough for Dickinson to gather it in and get it back into the Hendersonville zone, but the Commandos able to get it out again. Now here is Nate Luke inside the Rutherford zone, trying to put it in front. It's intercepted. We're inside the final minute of the second period now. As Rutherford having trouble trying to get the puck out. Colin Smith is knocked down 2 clearing attempts, and now he's got the puck on the right side. Oh, they're going to get him, though, for high sticking. He got in quite a spirited battle, and I guess he let his stick get up too high. So it's going to be a 16-second 5-on-3 for Rutherford. 37.2 seconds to go in the second. Game tied at 3. Draw to Broderick's right. Draw one by Rutherford. Cam Hawkins behind the net. 30 seconds left of the period. Jared Sheridan with a puck now for Hendersonville. Steps out to center. Dumps it into the Rutherford zone. First penalty is up. Now Rutherford with a minute 44, 5-on-4. Cam Hawkins at center. Puck back in the Hendersonville zone, but Noah Collier controls, gives it over to Jared Sheridan, and that is it for the second period. Looked like it was Cole Ulrich scoring for the Commandos to put them up 3-2. And then Jacob Littleton scoring on the power play with just over 2.5 minutes left in the second. So Hendersonville-Beech and Rutherford all tied at 3 at the end of 2. Not yet getting a score from USN and Nolensville. That game should be getting close to wrapping up by now. Got underway at 8 o'clock down in Bellevue. Hunter Kitchens still in goal for Rutherford. Jackson Broderick still in goal for Hendersonville. Rutherford have 83 seconds of power play time carrying over to this third and final period. Hendersonville will carry the puck towards me. Rutherford will carry it away from me as Hendersonville win the draw to start the third period and get it into the Rutherford zone. Picked up by Justin Dickinson. Dickinson behind his own net. Passing up to Patrick Schuff at center, but it went off Schuff's stick. Back into the Commandos zone, and the Commandos were able to clear it out. Here's Eddie Mays. Now Patrick Schuff. Going around the back of the Hendersonville net. Under a minute left of the power play. Gets off a backhanded wraparound try that's turned away by Broderick. Now Schuff again. Passing out to the left point, sent back down by Josh Wolf. Now over to Schuff, and his one-timer turned away by Broderick. Now back out up top. Wolf, a slap shot turned away. Oh, and the rebound hops over the stick of Eddie Mays. Justin Dickinson keeps it in the zone. Backhands it towards the net. Knocked down by a hand, and now Eddie Mays gets it behind the net. 20 seconds left in the power play for Rutherford. Across to Eddie Mays, one-timer. Stopped by Broderick, and he's got it covered in the crease. 12 seconds left in the power play. 12:48 to go in the game, which is tied at 3. Draws to the left of Broderick. One by Hendersonville. They get it out to center. Here's William Haynes. Penalty time against Rutherford. Sorry, Hendersonville is up. Here's Justin Dickinson whiffing on a shot attempt at the bottom of the right circle. And then a one-timer hit a Hendersonville body and into the netting above the glass. So the penalty time against Hendersonville is up. They're back at even strength. Draws to the left of Broderick. One by Hendersonville carried to center. Justin Dickinson strips it and gets it back into the Hendersonville zone. Noah Collier with it for the Commandos. Drops it back behind the net. Now Jared Sheridan. Now Rutherford controlling inside their own zone. Jacob Littleton sends it to center, but it's intercepted by Jared Sheridan, who had to wait for one of his mates to get back on side. He does so and sends the puck around the boards. Colin Smith dropping it down. William Haynes knocks it down and clears. Here's Cam Hawkins, left wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Goes to the left wing corner and stops. Now he's trying to put it out in front, but somebody from Hendersonville put a stick down and prevented him from doing that. Cole Ulrich clearing the zone. This will be an icing, actually, as he banked it off the bench side boards and down it went. 11:27 to go, still 3-3. Again, the only way that Rutherford, if this game ends in a tie, then Rutherford have needed either for USN to lose to hit Nolensville or tie. Because that is the only way with a tie. Those are the only two ways with a tie that Rutherford could get that last spot in the round robin for phase 2. Puck put out in front of the Hendersonville net. Now here's Tommy Landwehr with it. They're trying to put it out in front for Eddie Mays. And he's having to chase it over to the left wing boards. Mays trying to pass that up top, but intercepted by Merrick Mott, who clears. Nick Hansen passing ahead, but intercepted by Mott. Mott with a shot that misses the net to the left of Kitchens right as he stepped over the Rutherford blue line. Now Mott again trying to back in and out in front, rolled up the stick of Tommy Landwehr, and Eddie Mays is going to carry it out. Mays into the Hendersonville zone on the left wing side. Now the puck carried out in front of the Hendersonville net, and a backhander missed the net, I think, from Cam Hawkins. Now shot, score! Eddie Mays! The puck came out in front, and Mays from the bottom of the left circle puts it in the back of the net for his second goal of the game. And Rutherford go back in the lead 4-3 with 10:18 to go. Well, now if Rutherford can hang on and win this game, it doesn't matter what happens between USN and Nolensville. Rutherford would get the last spot in the round robin. Here's Gavin Metter bringing the puck into the Rutherford zone. Taken away, and Kelvin McClendon brings it to center. McClendon into the Hendersonville zone. But he looked like he was going to get around Nate Luke, but then he stumbled a bit trying to get to the front of the net. Puck out at center, Littleton. Now Nick Hansen. There's Ryan Moskov. Pushed into the boards, Nick Hansen. And now it comes to, it came to Justin Schaefer, who put in the slot for Gage Salami, and he rang it off the post to the left of Kitchens. Now the puck flipped across the front of the net by Ryan Moskov, held in at the left point by Jared Sheridan. He tried to drop it down deep and hit off Cam Hawkins, comes right back to Sheridan, passes to Schaefer, left circle, put in front, Ryan Moskov tips it past the net, now puts that in front, Salami shot, stop, great save by Kitchens, and the rebound turned away as well. Oh, big saves by Hunter Kitchens at the best possible time. He turned away the one-timer from Salami and stopped the rebound try from Schaefer with a right leg pad. Puck back in the Hendersonville zone in the left wing corner. Puck passed up to the left point. There's going to be a penalty against Rutherford, I think, as William Haynes is tied up with a Hendersonville player, and they both go down. Oh, and that Hendersonville player is Noah Collier. Looked to me like Collier, either he threw down a glove or no, it's Haynes. Haynes, both of his gloves are down on the ice. This comes with 8:08 to go. Collier to the bench. Nope, they're going to have Collier good in the box as well, I think. Haynes in the box. I think they're going to make Noah Collier join him. The officials are talking in the referee's crease right in front of the scorekeeper box. 8:08 to go. Rutherford up 4-3. And they're talking to somebody in the Hendersonville bench. Noah Collier sitting on the top of the Hendersonville bench boards. Now talking with head coach Carson Corley. And Collier is going to go in the box. So are these coincidentals, or is there an extra penalty against one of them, or what? And since the officials are still talking, both teams are going to use this opportunity as a free timeout and call their players over. Now everybody returning to the ice. So they put up a 2 minutes under the home side. So that should be a power play for Hendersonville. But if it were, they'd be dropping the puck to the left of Kitchens. Oh, a 5-minute major against Noah Collier. So it's 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. And then Blackman will get a 3-minute power play. Draw to the right of Jackson Broderick. Won by Hendersonville. Cole Ulrich, right wing side of the Rutherford zone shot over the net. Connor Smith around the back of the net. Passing out to the right point, Gavin Metter. A shot just missed the net to the left of Kitchens. Colin Smith now around the back of the Rutherford net. Banking it off the far boards. Gavin Metter keeping it away from Justin Dickinson. Smith now, right wing corner behind the net. Gavin Metter out at the right point, going to drop it back down deep into the right wing corner. Cole Ulrich shaking off a hit attempt from Jacob Littleton, and now the puck fired around the boards to the near side by Justin Dickinson. Patrick Schupp gets it out. 1 minute left in the penalty against Rutherford. They're a minute away from having a 3-minute power play. Colin Smith dumps the puck back into the Rutherford zone. There's a penalty against Rutherford, though. A slashing call against Josh Wolf. So it's going to remain 4-on-4. No, it's going to be a 4-on-3 for Hendersonville for 49 seconds. And then it's going to go back to being a 4-on-4 unless Hendersonville score. 6:57 to go, 4-3 Rutherford lead. Draw to the right of Hunter Kitchens. So a 4-on-3 power play for Hendersonville for 49 seconds. Rutherford win the draw. Eddie Mays clears it down ice. It's on goal. So Broderick has to turn it away. Puck brought back into the Rutherford zone and a one-timer over the net off the stick of Connor Smith. Under 30 seconds left now on the 4-on-3 for Hendersonville. Smith. Pass across Gavin Metter, just above the left circle. Back across top of the right circle. Connor Smith a shot. Missed the net to the left of Kitchens. And Tommy Landwehr banks the puck off the near boards, back down the ice. Connor Smith behind his own net. Steps out to center. Into the Rutherford zone. Penalty time against Rutherford is up. We've now got a 4-on-4 for 71 seconds. Gavin Metter, puck taken away. Tommy Landwehr clears. 1 minute left in the penalty, 1 minute left in the 4-on-4. Now Eddie Mays, right wing side of the Hendersonville zone. Oh, puck taken off him from behind by Gavin Metter. And here is, not sure who that was stealing it for Rutherford. Under 30 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Now here's Colin Smith trying to drop the puck back in the Rutherford zone, slowed up by the stick of Jacob Littleton and cleared out by Justin Dickinson. Oh, and then we have three men fall over one another at center. Colin Smith runs into Jacob Littleton, and William Haynes happened to be in the vicinity, and all three of them went down. Littleton firing the puck up the far side. Penalty against Rutherford is done. They're now on the power play for the next minute 49. And that's a major power play so they can score as many times as they want on it. Puck in the right wing corner. William Haynes comes to the front of the net. A shot turned away by Broderick. Puck put in front again. Haynes scores! He gets into the second try. It's a power play goal to put Rutherford up 5-3 with 4:42 to go. But again, it's a major penalty. So they have 94 seconds more of 5-on-4 action. A crucial goal for the Rampage. Draw one by Rutherford. Puck dumped into the Hendersonville zone by Justin Dickinson. Here's Eddie Mays looking for a hat trick. He's got the goal right now that stands to be the game winner. Puck out at center. William Haynes. No, correction, Josh Wolf just inside his own zone. Almost backed away from the puck too far. Now it's back inside the Hendersonville end, but offside called against Rutherford. Exactly a minute left in the power play. 4:08 to go in the game. 5-3 Rutherford lead. Draw one by Rutherford. They get the puck into the Hendersonville zone. Under a minute left in the power play. And ref has his arm in the air, or official has his arm in the air. We got another penalty coming up against Rutherford. Wait a minute. It's against that. What on earth? It's a high sticking call against Rutherford. Hunter Kitchens went to the bench thinking that, actually both goaltenders went to the bench thinking thinking the penalty was against the other side. It's a high sticking call against Rutherford. William Haynes in particular, so he goes to the box with 3:45 to go. 37 seconds of a 4-on-4, and then Rutherford will have Hendersonville will have an 83-second power play. Draw to the right of Kitchens. And I think Connor Smith had an open goal with Kitchens on the bench and didn't shoot at it. Rutherford clear the puck. Under 30 seconds left of the 4-on-4. Hendersonville tried to clear it out of their zone. Kelvin McClendon with it for the Rampage. Wanted to put it out in front, but that was intercepted. Puck sent back into the Rutherford zone. Taz Takayama tried to clear. It's intercepted. Held in by Gavin Metter, but his shot deflected into the left wing corner. Penalty time against Hendersonville is up. They're now on the power play for the next 83 seconds. 3 minutes to go in the game. 5-3 Rutherford. Here's Gavin Metter. Top of the right circle. A shot turned away by Kitchens. Rebound knocked away from the net. I think by Kelvin McClendon or Jacob Littleton. Here's Metter. High slot, passing over to the right wing side. Cole Ulrich. Back up top, Metter. Metter shot over the net. Under a minute left in the power play for Hendersonville. And a shot from out high from Gavin Metter, blocked by Cam Hawkins, goes all the way back into the Hendersonville zone. Puck back in the Rutherford end. Justin Dickinson tried to clear, but gives it away to Connor Smith at the left point. Smith tries to go across. Cole Ulrich tried to flip it in front. He put it off the back of the net. Puts it out in front. Justin Dickinson intercepts and clears. Under 30 seconds left in the power play. In fact, now down to 15 seconds left in the power play for Hendersonville. Colin Smith tried to pass the slot. It's intercepted. Penalty time against Rutherford is up there back at even strength, and Justin Dickinson with a shot inside the Hendersonville zone that misses to the right of Broderick. And Rutherford with a steal at center. They get it back inside the Hendersonville zone. Connor Smith whips it around the boards to the near side. Here is Gavin Metter. Ahead to Gideon Drobnik. Drobnik at center. Into the Rutherford zone. Trying to pass to Cole Ulrich. Went off his stick. Comes to Connor Smith. Smith shot. Hit a body and went past the net. The net is empty for Hendersonville. And here's Eddie Mays in the Hendersonville zone. Chasing the puck to the inboards. Put in front and they score. It's Patrick Schuff getting the empty netter to make it 6-3 Rutherford with 59 seconds to go. Exactly 59 seconds to go. So the Rampage, unless they have a monumental collapse in the next 59 seconds, are going to win this game, finish Phase 1 5-1-1, and play in the Phase 2 round robin with Centennial, Independence, and Father Ryan. Justin Schaefer, left wing side of the Rutherford zone, a shot stopped and held onto by Kitchens. Draw was to the right of Kitchens. And the puck banked off the end glass by Taz Takayama, and it goes out of play. So the puck will still be inside the Rutherford zone. Draw to Kitchens left. Puck in the right wing corner. Taz Takayama pushed into the boards. 20 seconds to go. Harper Deanna trying to put it in front. Swatted away. And a shot went past the net from Caden Smith. Now the puck out at center. Jared Sheridan with it, waiting for his teammates to get back on side. Oh, but he fires it into the netting above the glass, but the official's going to let that go and let the clock run down to 0, and the Rutherford Rampage are going to play in the Phase 2 round robin for a chance to get into Tier 1 and qualify for the Predators Cup. They beat Hendersonville 6-3, a 3-goal third period to break a 3-3 tie with the Commandos. All right, folks, I got to send out a few texts here. Sorry, folks. Abby Ricaldi was passing by, and I was telling her that I am retroactively awarding her co-player of the game for Monday night's game against the Outlaws because she was really good in net, and it was her first ever GNASH win. So the goals for Hendersonville, 2 from Cole Ulrich, and the other goal from Gideon Drobnik. For Rutherford, 2 goals from Eddie Mays, and the others came from Jacob Littleton, Patrick Schuff, William Haynes, and Cam Hawkins. And Eddie Mays is player of the game with his 2 goals, including the game winner and the goal. Rutherford into the Phase 2 round robin. Sorry, folks. I'm just updating some stuff on the Facebook page here. Now I got to delete a couple things. On with take a quick trip over to Rink A and see what's going on with Ryan and Station Camp. I would not be surprised if Ryan were winning that game in a blowout. But that game should be getting close to being over as well. All right, I'm going to step over to Rink A. Father Ryan beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 5-0. So the Fighting Irish finished phase one with a record of 6-1. While Station Camp Liberty Creek finished phase one with the exact same record as Centennial. No wins, 6 losses, 1 tie. Do we have a result for Nolensville, USN? Not that it matters. Nope. Okay. Why are we not getting that? Because I'd really like to have that, even though it doesn't matter at this point. Because Rutherford did what they had to do. They won. And they're in. They're into the round robin. But I'd like to know the last final score of the night that I need. In fact, none of the final scores from tonight have been put up yet. Sorry, folks, I was taking a drink of water there. Wow, we've been in the air for over 90 minutes. Jeez. Let me see if USN had a radio crew out there tonight. Okay, so they did have somebody out there. Try and stretch it to the end here and
but against a very good offensive team, he made some much needed saves, especially in the closing minutes and on that penalty kill when the team was facing the most adversity. He was making the biggest plays.
It's an important game for USN because I feel like throughout the season they've had either very easy wins or really lopsided losses. And they found a way to win a tight one and a one where they faced a lot of adversity and they overcame it. This shows a lot of resilience from the USN team. And it's a promising sign for the season.
2 wins in the week as well. Hopefully they can build off these 2 wins.
What a week.
I think the Tigers coach is going to be happy with his team tonight and looking forward to the next.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that was a good full hockey game. I feel, we appreciated you listening. All 6 of you out there. But we hope to see you even more in person at these games because they really are exciting. I'm Noah Kim.
I'm Bennett.
And I'm Noah Spiegel.
And thank you for listening, and have a good night.
Okay, so a little tip for student broadcasters. Give the final score before you go off the air in case someone is tuning in late. And now I got to search for the final buzzer here.
Them all the way back, nearly behind their goal with now 18 seconds remaining. Osgood now able to win possession from a tight angle, almost puts it in the goal. Now with 10 seconds remaining, Lipscomb's headed the other way. Pass up the right side. Venable's able to win possession, now taking it behind Palmieri. 2 seconds remaining. Venable's nearly able to clear, and time expires. USN holds on for an incredible 5-4 win as the team swarms Palmieri.
Okay, so USNBA Nashville Christian beat Nolensville-Lipscomb 5-4, but again, it's not enough because Rutherford won. Now, for a moment, if that 3-3 score had held up, it was 3-3 between Hendersonville and Rutherford at the end of 2. If that score had held up and USN won this game, USN on the most wins tiebreaker would have gotten the last spot in the round robin, and Rutherford would have had their hearts ripped out right at the finish line. Wow. So for everybody in Tier 2, that's their Phase 1 schedules done. But Tier 1, there's one game. It's on Monday between MBA and Ravenwood. It wasn't delayed by anything. That's the way the schedule was set up when they released it in late July. So all 4 games from tonight are in the books. Montgomery Bell beat Mount Juliet, Green Hill Evidence 2-0. USNBA Nashville Christian beat Nolensville-Lipscomb 5-4. Rutherford Rampage beat Hendersonville-Beech 6-3. Father Ryan beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 5-0. So here are the standings. Again, there's one game left in Tier 1 for Phase 1 of the regular season. It's on Monday between MBA and Ravenwood. So MBA leading Tier 1 now at 6-0. Brentwood, their Phase 1 schedule is done. They finished 5-1-1. Ravenwood 5-1. Pope Prep CPA GCA finished up at 4-2-1. Mount Juliet, Green Hill, Lebanon finished up at 2-4-1. Franklin BGA's final Phase 1 record 1-4-2. Independence's final Phase 1 record 1-6. Centennial's final Phase 1 record 0-6-1. Tier 2, Father Ryan finished 6-1. Rutherford Rampage finished 5-1-1. USNBA Nashville Christian finished Phase 1 5-2. Nolensville-Lipscomb and Summit Page both finished 3-3-1. Hendersonville-Beech and the Outlaws both finished 2-5. And Station Camp Liberty Creek finished 0-6-1. So here's the schedule for next week as the Phase 2 round robin begins on Monday. And it gets started on Rink 2 in Bellevue, 6:45, Rutherford against Independence. And then at 8:20, Father Ryan against Centennial. In between that, over on Rink A here at Centennial at 7:40, the final game in Phase 1 of the regular season, MBA against Ravenwood. Then next Wednesday, both the round-robin games are here at Centennial over on Rink A. 7:10, Rutherford against Centennial. And then at 8:40, Father Ryan against Indy. And we'll have all 4 of those games for you next week. We'll be on the air Monday at 6:40 for a 6:45 face-off between Rutherford and Indy. And then 8:15 for an 8:20 face-off between Father Ryan and Centennial. And then next Wednesday, a 7:05 face-off for a 7:05 pregame for a 7:10 face-off between Rutherford and Centennial, and then a 8:35 pregame for an 8:40 face-off between Father Ryan and Independence. So that's it. The exception of one game on Monday that doesn't matter except for the GNASH Cup race now. Phase 1 of the 2022-2023 GNASH regular season is finito. And we know the 4 teams who have to take part in the Phase 2 round robin. Independence, Centennial, Father Ryan, and the Rutherford Rampage. As our on-air final tonight is Rutherford 6, Hendersonville-Beech 3. A fantastic game and a fantastic clutch performance from Rutherford, especially from Eddie Mays, who is a Stewart's Creek freshman. That kid is going to be going places in this league. Thank you all so much for listening this week. I'm Michael Hackney. I hope you're ready for the Phase 2 round robin. It's going to be fun, and with it taking place over the span of 8 days, it's going to fly by. Talk to you Monday night from Bellevue. Again, our final score tonight on the air, Rutherford Rampage 6, Hendersonville-Beech 3. Good night, everybody from Centennial.